Hey YouTube, Sandy Frank here. Today going to be doing one last box of this 175 card PSA huge bulk order. I have one other really big bulk value order that I sent in like right before they raised all the prices, all those like a year and a half ago. So there's going to be one other big order, but after that, I probably will never be able to do orders this big because, I mean, it would be so expensive to do a huge order. But back when it was $10 a card, you could do a big order like this. Well, let's see what we get in the last little bit of this. And I'll go through and pick out my favorites. There's definitely some white down there in that corner, and it's thick on top. Ooh, Kabutops. Power Keepers. This is a reverse hollow, and in normal form it's a hollow because it's gold up there and it's the star is shiny down there. So to me that looks like an 8. Wow, PSA 9 on the Kabutops. Okay, you can't guess them all right, but it's good when you guess them on the low side. Pretty big white dots on all the corners. Ah, Emolga. Legendary Treasures Radiant Collection. Yeah, that's probably more of a PSA 8 with all those big white spots on the corners. Yep, PSA 8. That was a pretty obvious one there. Okay, this card. Definitely, there is a little white spot there. And this is one of those Japanese vending cards, I think. It's thicker on these edges. Ah, the Jinx. And this is 1998 Series 2 vending. Yeah, you can definitely see it's not centered up right. So I'm going to guess a 9. Yeah, there we go. PSA 9. It's pretty solid there for, that was the best grade it was going to get, that centering. You see a lot of these get 8s for some reason. Either 10s or 8s. So I'm glad I'm getting some 9s mixed in instead of the 8s. The back of that looks pretty good. Oh, Bellsprout. Very nice. Very nice artwork there by Milky Tanaka. The centering looks good, so I would say that's a 10. It's got a nice glossy finish. Yeah, Gem Mint 10. Nice. Very cool. This one looks good on the back. We got the Nidorina. I think if this, as long as there's not a scratch somewhere, which these have been real clean. If the centering's good, I've been getting 10s. Come on. Yeah, Gem Mint 10. Wow, these are so cool. These were artworks that we didn't get in the US, so that's why I really like these vending cards. Okay, this one seems like it's a little tiny bit thicker on top, just ever so slightly. Ah, it's our old friend Hop from Champions Path. I usually didn't like seeing Hop when I was opening packs in Champions Path, but we graded one here. That looks like it could get a 10. Yeah, PSA 10. Gem Mint. These Gem Mints they're almost caught up to the PSA 9s. Yeah, this one's not a 10. We've got whitening on several of these corners. Definitely thinner on this side. Reshiram. And for whatever reason, these cards didn't have the greatest quality, I think. Radiant Collection, very shiny though. I'm guessing this is probably 8. That's usually what I get on these. Yeah, PSA 8. No shocker. Okay, back to some Japanese vending. That one looks great on the back. The Slow Bro from Series 3. To me, the centering looks good enough for a 10. Come on. Oh, I've got a 9. And that was just very close to getting a 10, I think. Okay, next one. Back looks like the centering's off a little bit. It's like a little thin over there. Sand Slash. Oh yeah, you can really tell it's thin over there. This one's so far off, I could see this one getting an 8. Yep, PSA 8. Definitely off-center quite a bit. This one again, thicker over here on these edges. Oh, the Ponyta. Doesn't look that bad on the front. I think it's off just enough though, where it might get a 9. Yep, PSA 9. On these, it really comes down to centering. And as long as it doesn't have edge wear. See, the back of that looks perfect. Oh, Zacian, here's some amazing rares. Now, these are not tough to grade. Centering looks good. That looks like a PSA 10. Yep. Gem Mint 10 on the amazing rare. These are from Vivid Voltage. I think we have a couple more here. Yeah, that one looks very clean. A little bit thick on top. Rayquaza. That looks like a 10. Come on. Yeah, PSA 10 on the Rayquaza. Very cool. Well, this one looks a little off-center. It's a little thin on this side. Celebi. I'll say the front looks well-centered, but that back might kick it back a grade. So I'm going to guess a 9. Nope, got the Gem Mint 10. Thank you, PSA. Definitely want to get 10s on those. And that officially puts the 10 stack even with the 9 stack. A big rally for the PSA 10s at the end. This one, definitely some edge wear down there on these bottom corners. So this has been played and shuffled and loved. A little thin over there. As a Merrill. Wow, all those scratches. I guarantee you this is not going to get a 7. You would usually think, oh, this could get a 7 back in the old days. This is from Neo Genesis also. But I'm going to guess this is a PSA 6. Ooh, it even got downgraded to a 5. If you hold it just right, it looks beautiful though with that vibrant hollow. Quite a bit of PSA 5s in this order. Not gonna lie. This one definitely thinner on this edge. Raikou. Oh man, that's way off. This is the one I need for a PSA 10. That's not going to do it. That might even be an 8. It's very thin on that side. Yep, PSA 8. Pretty severely off-center. This one, a little bit thin on that side. Jirachi. It's a little thick. I think it's probably a 9. That was a really cool looking Jirachi though. Oh, Gem Mint 10. I'll take it. I'll take it. I will take it. And we got 4 cards left. That one looks solid on the back. Arcanine, reverse hollow. These are so hard to grade. They're so shiny of a surface, and they pick up little scuffs and scratches so easily. My thought was not many people have ever graded these, but that's probably why, because they're just impossible to grade. I'm guessing it's probably an 8. That's usually what I get on these, because they're just so old. Oh, I got a 7. Ouch. Yeah. This card, there's a little bit of whitening on both those corners. Arcanine from evolutions. That's why I wanted to grade some of these, because I know these are going to do similar things. They're going to pick up scratches and scuffs very easily. I just like the look of the reverses in this set. I think it's more like a 9. Yep, PSA 9. Guessed it. Those back-to-back reverse Arcanines. Didn't even notice it. That one looks pretty good. Lugia. Oh, this is a pre-release from Vivid Voltage. I didn't even know there was one of these in here. I usually do good on these. I'm going to guess a 10. Yeah, Gem Mint 10. Boom. On the Lugia. And last card of the order. Looks really good. For Alligator, Cracked Ice. Oh, can we get a PSA 10 on a Cracked Ice card? Come on. That would be really low pop. Ah, an 8. What? They were stingy on that one. Okay, well, it's an 8. So, as a final tally here, definitely, man, the 10s and the 9s are basically dead even. And then there's our 8, 7, right. Okay, 10s, 9s, 8, 7, 6, big stack of 5s, no 4s, and one single solitary 3 of why I don't know why I sent that card in, but I did. Okay, my favorite card from this order. I'll do my top 3. It might take me a minute to look through these. So please bear with me, unless that's the only thing that's going to be left in this video is me showing my favorite 3. If you don't want to stick around for that. That one might be one of them. I'm going to put that one down as one. I'm just going to hold these to the PSA 10s. Ooh, that's definitely one of my favorites. Well, oh, that's one of them too. Oh, and that's one of them. Okay. We got 5 here. I'll do a top 5 since it's such a big order. Okay, here we go. My top 5 favorite out of this submission. Number 5. This black and white promo Rayquaza EX, just because I almost guarantee you that hardly any of these have been graded. Plus it's 10 years old and it's still got a 10. That's very surprising, and I'm very happy with that grade. That is really cool. Number 4, my full art Lycia. Very cool that this got a 10. This might be the most valuable card in the order. These full art trainers go for quite a bit as a PSA 10, and I need it for my collection. This card just looks stunning in this slab, and doesn't hurt that it's a PSA 10, but it's hard to catch that on camera. It just has a great look with this red label, the red in the background, and it's a Charizard. And I just love the tag team cards. That's a great card. Number 2, can't beat the tag team Gengar Mimikyu GX secret rare from Team Up. I don't even know how many packs you'd have to open to get one of these. I mean, these from these Sword and Shield, not Sword, Sun and Moon sets, these hyper rare, rainbow rares, to get specific ones, you could open cases and cases of these cards and not pull it. I mean, you're pretty lucky to get a couple of these rainbow rares, you know, 2 or 3 out of a case, I would guess. You just didn't get them very often, and I am trying to get these as PSA 10s, and that was awesome. All right, and the number one, without a doubt, has to be this Mewtwo. You know, I wouldn't have picked this for any other reason than it is the first ever Wizard of the Coast Holo PSA 10 that I've ever gotten, and also the first I've even held in my own hands. And yeah, it's a base set too, but it is really cool. And it even has a swirl in there for added measure. You can see that. There, you can kind of see it right there. But I'm really pumped that I finally have gotten a PSA 10 from Wizard of the Coast. And picked this up from Cardinal Gaming, so I gotta give them a shout out for having such high quality cards to sell on their website. I bet you they didn't think they had a PSA 10 Wizard of the Coast card on hand, but they did. Thank you for watching, everybody. Hope you guys had as much fun as I did, because I had a lot of fun, and this is a fun order. And I only have one more huge PSA order that hasn't gotten here yet, and that is it's like a 200 some card Pokemon order that I just, this was right before everybody knew they were getting ready to raise the prices, so I tried to scramble and get a bunch of cards in at the end. And this actually, man, this one card this is probably the most valuable card out of this order. That could easily be like a $500 or $600 card, I bet. So that one card, if I were to sell it, I don't think I will, because the only PSA 10 I've ever had of Wizard of the Coast Holo, that could have paid, that's how cheap it was back then. That one card could easily pay for half this order, easily. And you know, that's when grading was a lot of fun. Now at $30 a card, you have to be really picky. You can tell I was not so picky. I mean, I sent in this card. I wasn't that picky at $10 a card. So I think it's probably a good thing, because it's going to force you to be more selective on what you send in. But man, it was fun sending in cards at $10 a card, and even $7.50 a card before that. Hopefully those days come back someday, but I just don't think they can handle all the cards they would get at that cheap. Anyway, thank you for watching. We'll eventually run out of these PSA submission videos, but for now, they're a lot of fun. Alright, later. Stay tuned for more videos.